tabs inside my body. Drunk the rest of that pint of whiskey. Within about 20 minutes, I started feeling the effects. Every light in the room was on, including the bathroom. Everything started getting blurry. I was sitting on the edge of the bed. Sorry. It still hurts. I thought I was stronger than this. Excuse me.
Take time.
I just remember laying my head back. That was it. I know that the word suicide's not in the Bible. Not one time. Not one little time is suicide mentioned in the Bible. But there's stories of suicide. Judas, other people in the Bible. I don't know. I didn't realize how many hours had passed. But all of a sudden, I just woke straight up. Just straight up.
Woke up?
Woke up. Lights were real dim. Very bright lights. If you've ever been in a hotel room, there's lots of lights. They're very bright. Tried to get up 2 or 3 times. Finally got up. Went over, kind of fell against the wall. Things real like noodles. Made my way into the bathroom. Looked in the mirror. Saw just blurry visions of myself. A lot. I can't remember how many.
So you
And
can see your reflection then, right?
I could see my reflection. It was just real blurry. The lights, were kind of dim. Not that the lights were dim, that's just what they looked like. And behind those reflections of myself, that were a whole bunch of them, because I couldn't see well. There was outlines, like chalk outlines, of like somebody, if you ever watch a show on TV, police officers do a chalk outline of a dead body. But these were actual bodies standing up, and they were black outlines. And they were kind of swaying, like going side to side.
What do you think they were?
Well, I know what they were now. At that time, I didn't know what they were. And then all of a sudden, like somebody turned on a fire hydrant. I wasn't sick. I wasn't sick at all to my stomach. All that started coming out. Just the most powerful vomit you could think of. Just brown liquid and pills. Toilet was a couple feet from me, so I tried to make it to the toilet. And I was staggering. They were hitting the countertop. They were hitting the toilet top. And they were falling in my hand. And they were rock hard. Every one of them was rock hard. Like they just come out of that bottle. I had never taken a one out of that bottle. That bottle was still sealed up. Not a one.
So it was, the pills actually should have dissolved.
They should have dissolved just with the stomach acid. You drop a hard Loratab in water, and in 45 seconds, it's gone.
Huh.
That happened 3 times at least. The last time, I took a deep breath, and the lights were bright as the sun. Like they'd just been turned on. I look up in the mirror, and I can see my reflection. There's one reflection there, me. I wasn't dizzy no more. And I just stood there, I don't know how long, looking in the mirror. And those pills were still on the countertop. They'd never dissolved. The ones in the toilet were dissolving because they was in water, of course. I made my way back into the bed. I still had bags in there. Never unpacked a thing. I sat on the side of the bed. And I actually said, God, why won't you let me kill myself? Between regret for what I did,
So you was asking God why He let you live.
I don't see myself.
Why do you think it was?
I know He's not done with me yet now. But as I'm sitting there on that bed, I cannot stop the tears. And I'm just shaking all over. All of a sudden, this calmness just come over me that I've never ever felt in my life. Ever. Ever. And it literally felt, if you've ever had your mother as a small child pick you up and hug you and love you, and you feel that love for your mother, it's the most amazing thing. This was 100-fold better than that. It felt like two giant hands around me, holding me. And the most incredible thing I've ever felt in my life. I've never felt so much love. I knew then, right then. That God truly, truly had something bigger planned for me. There's no reason I should be here. None. Not one damn reason. Except that man has something for me he wants me to do. I've heard people say they've died and gone to heaven. They've seen the stairway. They've seen lights. I don't remember seeing one thing when I went out. I looked down at that moment.
Went to hell? Or we're going to go to hell?
What I truly believe, and I truly believe this, I looked down at there was a radio with the time on it. You know, you could set an alarm, alarm clock. It was 9 o'clock. It was after 9 o'clock. I did that before 3. That's 6 hours. I spoke to a doctor after that. He said, that should have killed me in a whole lot less than 6 hours. He said, Michael, there's no reason you should be here. No scientific reason. The acetaminophen alone should have stopped me from breathing and stopped my heart. Not to mention the combination of the Lortabs. The reason I bought the alcohol is I know alcohol will intensify drugs. Back in the day, I might take a Valium or, back in my time, my teenager time, Quaaludes was a big thing. You always drink alcohol, it intensifies the effect. I was never much of a pill head or anything like that, but yeah, I did that. It ain't what I truly believe.
That's remarkable.
What I truly believe is that I was headed straight to hell. I was on my way. Your life, I was raised that your life is precious to God. You're perfectly made. He knitted you in your mother's womb before your mother ever knew you. If you don't believe that, read the 139th Psalm. One of the most beautiful pieces of poetry I've ever read in my life. Absolutely. What I saw in that mirror, I believe those outlines behind the blurry visions of myself were demons. And they were getting ready to welcome me. It's been a while since that happened. I've had a Bible for years, one of the most beautiful Bibles you could ever see. I don't run away no more. There's no running away from that. I run too. I run to that man now. I've never been more in love with my faith than I am today. And there ain't nothing that's ever going to stop that. I know my God reached down and brought me. I truly believe I died that night. I also believe everything that brought me to that decision, he allowed to happen for a reason. He allowed that to happen for a reason, to bring me to where I am now and to bring me truly to him. I've only told one member of my family this. I've told a few other people. My best friend, he's a good man. Good man. If you follow God, he will open doors for you. The most unbelievable doors. And he'll do such amazing things for you. It's not an easy walk. It's not. My father told me that as a young man. And especially in today's time, it's basically a war on Christianity in this country. But I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior for way back. I don't give up. That night I gave up. That terrible night that I did that, I gave up. I don't know how many other people out here have thought about suicide. I was one of the lucky ones. Trust me. You may not be that lucky. And you won't come back from that. You won't. If you're afraid to ask for help, ask for the best help in the world. Get down on your knees before you do what you're about to do. And say, Lord, I'm a sinner. I need your help. I'm sorry for my sins. And he will come to you. I promise you. He will come to you. And he'll save you from all the terrible things you did in the past. I still fight with guilt every single day when I wake up. I've been going to a wonderful church. I do this now for me. I don't do it for nobody else. You've got to do it for yourself. In the past, I would bounce around from so many churches. I wanted people to see me do that. When my father died, church died for me. God died for me. He was always there. I just didn't realize it. I tried everything I could to not live past 30. And I'm about to be 63. Now I want to see 73. He put somebody in my life. Whether or not that goes anywhere, I don't know. I really don't. You know, who knows?
You met a lady?
I met a wonderful lady. She's a wonderful Christian woman, a wonderful mom. You know, who knows what's going to happen with this? I'll be honest with you. And I told my best friend this. I want to be alone the rest of my life. I've been alone since 2013. And when I mean alone, I mean alone. I don't see myself as some kind of a ward to some woman. I don't see myself as that. I don't see myself as special. I know I got a good heart. All I want to do now is help people and be the Christian man that God wanted me to be, what my earthly parents wanted me to be, what they raised me to be. Not what I was on March the 23rd, and not what I have been the last few years. I have a job. I've always had a job. You know, I guess my pride and my guilt is my two worst enemies. We're all our worst enemies. But I'm begging whoever watches this, if you need to contact this DocuCast, they can get a hold of me. I'll talk to you. I'll help talk to you. You don't want to take that trip because you're not going to come back. You're not. That's a one-way trip. And it's not a good one.
Mike, we appreciate your testimony, man.
I hope this helps someone. I really do. I really do. This is the only reason I did this. I hope that whoever sees this can see how passionate I am about it. Because, trust me, it's not the way. Thank you for letting me share this with you.
We'll do a follow-up.
And may God bless you in every way, shape, and form, and protect you in every way. Amen.
Right. Okay. Thanks, sir.